Alright, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day, a lovely night, wherever you're from. And real quick, before we get started, as always, I want to give a lovely shout out to the channel members on this channel. So thank you so much to these lovely commanders here that you see on screen. Thank you guys so much for your guys' generosity and your support. The fact that you want to support me even further, as always, it's crazy. So thank you so much. And if you're actually interested in becoming a lovely commander yourself, if you are interested in any of these cute and lovely emotes, the loyalty crown badges, if you want a special role in the Discord, make sure to join the Discord. But as always, if you choose to do so, thank you so much for your generosity. I deeply appreciate it. But like I always like to say, just watching the content like you are right now is truly the best way you can support me. Liking, subscribing, commenting, everything really does help. So thank you guys for all your support. And for today's video, it's starting to look like we have a decent idea of what their schedule is going to look like in terms of releasing, you know, extra info for the next banners. And in a similar schedule to what they did yesterday with Asuka, we have some new info in regards to REI. Now it looks like we might not be getting any kits yet until we go through the same cycle. So expect some similar videos coming up. With that being said, you know, let's get started, no delays. Let's actually put it on screen right here. And as always, we're at the Goddess of Victory Nikke Twitter, Nikke profile, REI, the pilot of Evangelion Unit 0. Yes? Wait, what? Is that all she's gonna say? Cause, okay. Like, so as someone who's been doing this for a little bit and just been paying attention, when we see these Nikke profiles, their little quotes or whatever is like what they're gonna say in like their introduction video thing of seeing them in game. Is all she is gonna say is like Nani or something? Like, is that all she's gonna say? Like, I'm not trying to be like, you know, mean or anything, but like, is that it? Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that yet, you know. I do want to talk about how she looks though, because one thing that I love about REI is her color. Now, if you can't tell about, you know, my character, my Booette and stuff, I love pastels. I love bright popping colors. That's something I really appreciate. So when we look at REI here with her light blue and the contrast of this light orange on her suit and weapon, I really like that. I love her hair color and I love her hairstyle. I personally like that a lot, and I kind of dig this style, and I kind of like how timid she is on appearance. Not only that, but her eye color kind of reflecting almost whatever her collar is. It's almost that same color, and I appreciate that. That looks really cool. Same type of, like, you know, hexagon pattern. Same for Asuka, and it looks really, really good. And I have a feeling that now that we have a better look at the gun, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a machine gun, or MG, I should say. I always appreciate more MG Nikkes in the game just because I have a lot of MG dolls personally, so that's pretty cool. And I'm kind of glad that it's not like a rocket launcher or something like that. I know some people were kind of like skeptical like what it could be. A lot of people thinking like a weird shotgun, RPG, but it kind of looks like now that it's confirmed, it's pretty much just an MG. Which is fine to me, honestly. Shift Up can cook when we talk about MGs, because we can talk about, obviously, Modernia, who's just crazy. We could talk about Winter Ludmilla, who's also crazy, and I personally like them a lot. They're fun to play with. One thing I will say, though, is that I love the suits. I've never seen the show, obviously. So when I see these plug suits, I think they look awesome. I like the different colors that they have. It's nice that not everybody has the same one, so it's nice to see the differences. And I like this blue and white that matches her. And I'm not too sure what it is, but what is this like headpiece thing here? You know, if anybody could give me some context to that, you know, I'm down. I'm just curious as to what that is. Is that just like, you know, extra like flavor to the outfit, or does that actually have a purpose for REI? Let me know. I'm always curious. But that being said though, this is not the only thing we have to talk about, because just like before, we have one more thing, and that's actually talking about her actual voice stuff. And what we're gonna do is just get a quick idea of her with this Nikke profile. We already knew she was abnormal. She was going to be a part of Nerve. Thanks for the context about it, by the way. Didn't know that she was a part of, like, you know, this little team from Evangelion. So that's pretty cool to know about, so thank you. That being said, though, one thing I did notice was the extra flavor text they added with the weapons. I didn't mention it yesterday, but I kind of wanted to bring it up today because I found it interesting. Now, I'm not going to get too much into it yet. I want to talk about, you know, her voice, see how she looks and stuff. But I'm going to come back to this, so, you know, just remember that. But for now, we know that she does have a heavy Gatling gun weapon. She's a stoic and quiet girl who gives off an inexplicable sense of artificiality. Interesting. If anybody could give me some more context as to, like, why they describe her like this, like, you know, let me know. I'm mostly interested about the whole artificiality thing, because from, you know, my perspective, she's definitely, like, this type of timid person. But I just don't know the context of that. But as usual, we get a good idea when we actually, you know, go to full screen and we can look at her. And one thing I do want to say is that I love the slight little smile expression, the straight face expression, and like the like, huh, like really. But let's get a good idea of how she sounds. Wait, No, I told you. Wait. I told you. This is all she's gonna say? Wait. Alright, guys. Alright, from like, you know, like a 1 to 10, how does she sound? You only get this, though. No way. No way. Fuck, okay. Alright, well, you know, that was great. Let's just wrap it up, guys. No, but I'm like so shocked about just the one-liner thing, but okay. I mean, that probably suits her character, which is fine, but I just found that funny. But one thing I really wanted to talk about in regards to this is that, first things first, I really dig the designs that they did. Just like I mentioned yesterday, I'm not going to go on a tangent again. But I love the designs with Nikke's style with these models. I think they look great. I think they did a really good job on them. So I can tell a lot of people who love this IP are excited for the collab, so I can understand that. One thing I did want to talk about is that you see right here, it says, Heavy Gun Gatling Gun for Subdual. So, I wanted to give some thoughts on this because I'm not entirely sure what they're trying to go for here. Because usually we just get, you know, like a weapon description or whatever, and it's just like a flavor text. But more than usual, these weapons are specifically being called something else, like than what we're used to. For instance, now with, you know, Asuka, it's lightweight assault rifle, like lightweight AR. And I'm not sure if that's flavor text, if that's going to involve the story. As far as I'm aware, aren't these pilots technically humans? If so, does that mean they're just using, like, I guess just normal weapons? And that would make sense for the story, but what I'm curious about is that going to affect the dolls for some reason? For context, I'm able to put dolls on my near, you know, collab characters. I don't know if this flavor text is going to mean that, you know, it's just going to be for story purposes, or if it's actually going to affect the dolls. I doubt it would affect the dolls, but that's just something I wanted to talk about because as far as I'm aware, if they are human, then it makes sense that they're not using the normal Nikke weapons because the weapons were made for Nikkes, not humans. So that kind of tracks. But I mean, other than that, you know, just as usual, that's probably going to be it for me. I really don't want to drag it out any more than I need to, obviously. You know, let me know your guys' thoughts. What do you think of how she looks? You know, that one-liner, how she sounds. I know a lot of people are kind of down because the fact that the whole dub isn't happening. It's really a shame, and I know a lot of people are getting turned off by that, which is understandable. At the same time, as always, let people have fun. Don't be, you know, raining on anyone's parade. As always, you can criticize, but let others have fun. But that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys have a lovely day, a lovely night, wherever you're from. And as always, take care, and thank you for the support.